have kid entrepreneurs that are going to be presenting. But I wanted to introduce our organizers, and we have Mr. Lopez. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Bishop, Ernesto Gamboa.
Morning, everybody.
And I'm Cynthia Trejo. So we're going to start out with the video.
Is a weekly educational program developed by the Hoffman Foundation.
Over the years, we've added more cities. It's a great energy here to see what's happening across the country.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is very, very valuable. Sitting in a room with other people that have ideas too, it helps people to leave thinking, you know what, my idea is worth something. It's worth pursuing. It's worth going after it. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
So who's here for the first time? Yay. Welcome. If you haven't signed in, please do sign in. And then also we have a place here where you can drop off your business card. We're going to do a little drawing. You all have your business cards. You haven't got them in. So 1 million cups. What's 1 million cups? 1 million cups was founded by the Kaufman Foundation, and it's here to help entrepreneurs. Every week we have 2 presenters, and they share their story, their trials, their tribulations. And today we're going to have kid entrepreneurs sharing their business. So after they do their presentation, there'll be some time for Q&As. And we ask you to, ask them questions, provide positive feedback, give encouraging feedback. And we actually have 2 presenters today. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors for coffee. That's Tenzin Coffee Roasters, and of course the venue sponsor is the Hub of Human Innovation. If anyone parked in the front, that's a 1-hour parking, so just so you can keep track of that. We also have parking over here. There's a garage, a caddy corner that you can park there as well. And what else? If you haven't checked in, please check in. Follow us on Facebook. And we're ready for our first presenter. So our first presenter is actually my son, Chris Chris Trejo with Pa-Paw's Pet City.
Good morning. My name is Christopher Trejo. I'm 14 years old, and I'm in Synergy at Mauwood High School in the biomedical pathway. And I love animals. I'm also the owner of Pa-Paw's Pet City. Ever need someone to take care of your pet while you're away? Feeling guilty leaving them at home? Had bad experiences with boarding? Well, that's where I come in. I take care of your pet in the comfort of your own home. So I do drop-in visits once or twice a day, usually twice a day. Give them fresh water, fresh food. If they have any toys, we play with them with their toys. If there's any medication they need, we give them their medication. We pick up the poop from your yard, so when you come home, you have a nice yard. Some other services we have is do dog and cat walking, so it's a little bit weird, but we'll still do it for the cats. We do scrub a dog in the tub, which is we bathe their dog. We don't groom them, we just bathe them. Like if it's not a person, they can't bathe their own dog. We can bathe them for you. We do pet taxi services, which is we pick up your pet, we take it to the vet. An elderly person, they can't take their pet to the vet, so we'll do it for them. And additional services while we're taking care of the pet is we can throw the trash for you, put it out in the street. So for pickup, you can pick up your mail and newspaper, put it on the counter or wherever you like, and we can water your plants to make sure they stay healthy while you're away. And we can turn on and off the lights to make sure it looks like somebody's home. This makes the dog stress-free and you guilt-free. So, consider the other options. There's boarding. Boarding can really stress out a dog. Imagine taking a young child to a strange place. They'll become distressed and upset. The same thing can happen to a dog. Aggression may occur due to fear and loss of appetite due to the change of diet, and this can cause vomiting and diarrhea. And also, dogs lick their lips to calm themselves. So if they're constantly licking their lips, they're very uncomfortable. There's also asking a neighbor, a family member, or a friend, do they have the experience to take care of a dog? Do they know, will they give their full attention to their dog? Well, I'll give your dog the undivided attention it needs. I've been taking care of dogs since I was 11, and only recently in July did I start this business, last year. So when we get a new member, we go through what is called a possum experience. We set up a meet and greet. We meet your dog, we make sure it gets comfortable with me, and they get comfortable with us. We ask if they have any quirks, such as not getting petted behind the back, so we can protect ourselves in case they might bite. There's an agreement you must sign before we start taking care of them. And there's a fact sheet you must sign that has an emergency contact number and a vet info, just in case anything happens to your dog. We know who to call and where to go. If there's any special needs, there's a medication they may need, we ask for that as well. And they'll schedule at meal time so we can keep the same routine as if they were in the same routine. There's no place like home. So at Pa-Paw's Pet Sitting, we give your pet the absolute best service and loving care in the comfort of your own home. I would like to thank you all for letting me present today. Visit my website, papawspetsitting.com. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.
Any questions? Feel free to ask.
Price.
How does the hospital work?
The owner can tell us how to walk it because we can just walk their cat if they want. But yeah. Pricing. So so once a day is $10 and twice a day is $15.
And so for how long are you gonna stay with them?
As long as you're gone.
And you keep on saying we, so I'm assuming there's more than.
My dad comes with me.
You have any business first?
No, I do not.
You need to
Not
get.
the time. Oh, I have flyers that I can pass out.
And where are you located?
I live by Engineer and Joe Battle, and usually they're close by, but for the first 5 miles, it's free, but from then on it's 25 cents every mile. Anyone else?
Just yourself, or do you have?
My dad.
Two of you?
Just me.
What on the pricing, is it for one animal, or if you have 4?
It's on the website.
You have 10. Yeah.
You got 10?
How about the goldfish and the cat and the hamsters?
You take care of any domesticated pet.
Huh?
You take care of any domesticated pet.
Excellent idea, definitely a need in the community, especially for those with older pets. My question to you is, have you had any training with older pets or high maintenance pets?
Well, most of my customers have elderly dogs, so I've got experience well with elderly dogs.
How about naughty dogs? I have 2 PetSmarts ready to go both their reads or phones.
If they're aggressive, we aim not to pet sit them, but besides that, everything should be good with them. Anything else?
Sally Kennedy, and I just want to say that I'm enjoying the services. So, we encourage those services and was glad, and it was a much better answer for us than it can. And I have 2 little bugs, and we So they've already done a big amount. Thank you.
Another question, just wanted to commend you on starting your business. A young age and being able to articulate, what you stand for, how you started, and where you're going. So, what is your vision for the future?
My vision for the future. Well, right now I'm focusing on school. I could possibly start expanding, but that's a possibility. I'm not sure yet. Though.
Are you planning on going into veterinarian?
Well, I'm studying forensic science, so I can like study the body and probably like how it died.
That is
Any question?
How do you market your business?
How I market my business? We post stuff on social media, but usually it goes through word of mouth, references. When people message me, they already know that I've done a great job with somebody else they know. So that's basically that's where how I grow.
How many pets can you take care of at one time in different houses?
As much as I can handle. I don't know the limit yet. I haven't taken care of a bunch of dogs. I have a total of 10 customers now, clients, but as much as I can handle. Anyone else?
The last question is always, what can we as a community do to help you?
So if you know someone or yourself who's going on vacation, keep us in mind, because we can take care of it while you're away.
Make sure you hold up the mic. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you.
Okay, and our next presenters are Pocket Hat.
So hello, my name is Neil Crafter, and I'm the founder and CEO of Pocket Hat. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how I began and how I continue to manage Pocket Hat. So I'm going to be talking about how I began to manufacture, how I designed it, how I initially raised my capital, and how I currently market and sell my product. So when I was younger, I kept a sketchbook full of all my crazy ideas, and most of them, surreal as they were, there was one that stood out as being very plausible to make the one that I liked, Pocket Hat. So I came up with the idea because I would go to the races with my parents, and I saw that the runners didn't have a place to put their stuff. Often the runners would put the gels on their head and then cover it with their hat. I thought, why not just put pockets in the hat? So how I started is I created amateur sketches as good as an 11-year-old can. I produced had a rendition done of my original sketch, and then produced a physical prototype. Manufacturing that step was very difficult. That took several years for me to find a partner. I actually didn't end up doing a traditional manufacturing. I ended up contracting with a company called Head Sweats. It's an athletic apparel company who does hats. So this was the original concept art for the hat. As you can see, it's changed more from a bulkier hat to a more sleek athletic build. So how I market and sell my product, when I first started, I traveled to several trade shows around the US and then hoped to sell my product to other businesses. Now, I first initially started selling my hat as purely an athletic hat, but I decided to pivot, and what I did is start selling it as a marketing tool. So through Head Sweats, I would sublimate or embroider a logo on the front of the hat, and that could be used to market a company, which is actually what I did for the Hub. The Hub was one of my first customers, so there's a hubcap over there.
Hubcap.
one of the best assets that I had was social media. Me being so young at the time when I started this, that was one of my best ways to promote my company. So I did sell to individuals as athletic wear, and I also sold to golf courses, running stores. I sold to really anyone that I could think of. So yes, I pitched my product as a marketing tool for companies. So this is my launch video when I did a crowdfunding campaign on Rocket Hub. This is how I initially raised the capital to start my company. For those of you unaware with how crowdfunding works, crowdfunding is where people buy the product in advance, give you the capital to make the product. It's almost a risk-free process that's good for both the consumer and the producer. So this was my launching video I made 5 years ago.
I'm 13 years old and I've started a company called Pa-Paw. The Pocket Hat's an ingenious invention which allows you to put small items like change, money, or keys in 2 pockets located here and here. I came up with the idea of Pocket Hat when I went to the races with my mom and dad. And I noticed that the runners didn't have a place to put their stuff. And that's how I came up with the idea of Pocket Hat. It's taken me 3 years to come up with the Pocket Hat, mainly because 1, I can't get out of school. 2, it's very difficult for me to get a loan at my age. And 3, when I started this, I was only 11 and no one would take me seriously. Here are some of the benefits of the Pocket Hat. It's made of lightweight and breathable material that helps to keep your head cool. Each of the pockets has state-of-the-art, seamless, hidden zippers. If your head sweats a lot, we have a sweatband built into the hat that's guaranteed to catch a lot of sweat. It has adjustment closure for small, medium, and large heads. Pocket Hat's very stylish. You can wear it in many ways. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Animal Rescue League and Alyssa's Fund at the National Psoriasis Foundation in honor of my sister Alyssa. Thank you for watching the video, and if you can, please support the project.
So it's been 5 years since that video was made, so a lot has happened since then. So that's my presentation. Are there any questions?
What has happened since then?
What has happened since then? So as time has gone on, I've sort of moved away from Pocket Hat, and I plan to use what I learned from this venture and apply it in an engineering sense. I plan to do water purification next. So I'm going to take what I learned from Pocket Hat and apply it to my next venture.
Awesome.
How old are you now?
I'm 17.
How much did you raise in your crowdfunding campaign?
In my original crowdfunding campaign, I raised over $13,000, which was about 300% my original goal. So I'm very happy about that. You can buy them on thepocketat.com. Unfortunately, I couldn't afford pocketat.com, but
So you evidently didn't do this alone. So can you talk about the different people, mentors, resources that helped you or you worked with to get this done?
Of course. Well, my parents were entrepreneurs. They had a shoe company, and I was greatly influenced by that. I'd been around that my entire life. So over time, I sort of picked up the whole lingo and a lot of aspects of business. The crowdfunding campaign through Rocket Hub was what got me started. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure I would have been able to raise the capital on my own. Head Sweats, they offered me, the contracting company, they offered a lot of great advice, and they're the ones who actually suggested the sublimation and embroidery on the hats. So I had a lot of help along the way, and I'm grateful I did.
What about the video?
The video? Yeah. The video was done by it wasn't done by me, obviously. It was done by a professional that worked for my parents' company at the time. So, any other questions?
have you considered taking, or are you already accepting cryptocurrency as payment for your pocket hat?
There's cryptocurrency. Well, my opinion on cryptocurrency is it's very unstable, and I'm not sure where it can go. It can either skyrocket or it could plummet, and I'm quite concerned. I'd be willing to accept cryptocurrency, but not in large quantities.
Okay.
How much they cost?
They cost $24.99. But to encourage bulk buy, they're cheaper the more hats you buy, which is more for business to business.
Are all your sales online?
Most of my sales are online. I sell a few hats personally a month to friends and to local businesses.
The $24.99 price, is that with or without the logo?
That's without the logo.
Without the logo.
We offer the logo if you buy 25 hats or more. Then that's when we offer sublimation or embroidery for the hats. And it's cheaper each hat you buy.
Did you ever have an interest in maybe trying to get on that, like, the Sharks?
The Shark Tank. That was actually something we pursued for a while, but it fell through over time.
Is it difficult?
It's difficult to even be considered for the show. There's a lot of steps and processes, and unfortunately I didn't make it all the way through.
Any other questions?
Have you sold any of your hats to racers?
Yes, that was, for quite some time, that was my main source of revenue, selling to athletes as an athletic hat. That's what we decided to do because Head Sweat's athletic company, they already had the molds for that, so we decided to go with runners.
Have you had any sports teams, coaches?
Sports teams, we've had a few professional runners buy and wear the hats, but in terms of like a large sports team, no, unfortunately.
Have you ever approached high school booster clubs?
The issue with selling to high school and schools in general when they're public is there's a lot of red tape that's involved, and since I'm a student, it gets rather complicated. That was something that I looked into for quite some time, but I realized it was a little too complex for me to do so.
Any other questions? Going once? Going twice? As always, what can we as a community do to help you?
Well, if you know any athletes or any businesses that would like to purchase some hats, you can visit thepocket.com, or you can contact me with the number on my business card.
Picture, I have a picture.
Next, Ernesto has some community announcements.
Okay, our first community announcement is that we would like to introduce the Hub just got a brand new president and CEO, Mr. Carlos Martinez Vela, or there he is.
I just want to say hello. It's really a pleasure to be here. It's my first day on Monday. I'm from Monterrey, Mexico. I lived 20 years in Boston, 2 years in San Diego, and now I'm here in El Paso. I love the border, and I really, I've worked in the past in organizing and building innovation communities and spaces and gatherings for entrepreneurs, and I think there is clearly a lot going on here in El Paso and a lot of opportunity and a lot of potential. And I think we, the team of the Hub, are looking forward to really building on that potential in the community and just doing whatever we can to help new ventures and just build really a vibrant innovation economy here in El Paso. So thank you for being here. Keep coming. My door is always open, and I look forward to saying hello to you at the end of the event.
Okay, welcome, Carlos. Okay, as those of you that attend regularly know, we normally now have time for community announcements. We are on an accelerated schedule because we have 3 presenters. If we have some time at the end, we'll open it up if anybody has an announcement, but for now, we're just going to rip through a few of them. So a week from today, March 21st, here at the Hub, we are having a customer service workshop with Karen Blaine of Convergence Consulting, talk about customer service excellence. Networking and snacks begins at 5 o'clock. The program will be from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. again, right here at the Hub where you are. Also, tomorrow is legal office hours here at the Hub. It's too late to get in for today, but you can register for next month. This is a free event that the Hub has every month. You get 25 minutes absolutely free with attorneys, but you must register ahead of time. So the next one that's available is April 19th. If you're interested in that, you can send an email to officehours@hubep.org or talk to anybody that works with the Hub. Next, there is a Pitch It, Entrepreneurs Pitch It event is happening on Thursday, the 22nd from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Corner Bakery Cafe. I'm not sure if it's the East Side or West Side Corner Bakery Cafe. Does anybody here know?
East Side.
East Side, the Airway. So again, that's on the 22nd. The Greater Chamber is having their Women in Business Conference. March 23rd, the keynote speaker is Kate White, New York Times bestselling author and former Cosmo editor-in-chief. That's going to be at the Marriott by the airport. Next, the Hispanic Chamber is continuing their Hablemos del Dinero series. That's a monthly series where they have a different topic. The next one for April is develop a financial projection. Then in May, develop your credit, business loans. It goes on all the way until September. It's a great series, so check that out. Next, the Hub we're announcing our 2018 annual El Paso Innovation Awards breakfast. That's Thursday, April 19th, 7:30 a.m. breakfast at the El Paso Club. And please talk to us if you're interested in tickets. Again, the El Paso Innovation Awards breakfast, a very cool event. And last, we need a Kaufman Photos, the Kaufman Foundation that supports us here, has been requesting some photos every so often to verify our attendance. So everybody smile. If you do not want to be in this picture, please come and stand behind me, or I'll be behind the top,
If you do, can
or
you
next to
line up
me.
in the back? They're actually doing a head count. You're going to have to move past the rows in the back.
So you're on spring break? How's it going?
Okay, everybody move in, promise. They won't. But this gives us a count of our attendance, official count. And you're a good-looking crowd. All right, one more. Thank you so much. And there are a couple of seats up front.
Yes, we do have some seats if you want to come fill it in.
If you want to come fill it in.
Oh, one last thing, we got to give away a pocket hat. So
does anyone have a business card really quick you want to drop in? Real quick, because we're going to give away a pocket hat.
No, it's a double treated card. Oh, it's for the hotel.
That's how y'all should do it on your way in. It's up at the front as you sign in.
Thank you. Hey, Susan, we're going facial. With your office?
If you haven't signed in, please do sign in before you leave. It's very important. And our third presenters is Bella.
We gotta give away the pocket.
Oh.
Get you back in?
You know what? One of the kids. Yes. Come on. Grab it.
Oh, it's not optional.
Oh. Nice. Creative God. Yes. Bella's Bargains.
I'm Ms. Bella, and I'm Arabella, and we're the founders of Bella's Bargains. We hope to empower, inspire, and achieve lasting change in the lives of Burgess students. So what is Bella's Bargains? Bella's Bargains Bargains is a nonprofit store located on the campus of Burgess High School. We run completely on donations, and while our focus, we do provide clothes to the whole Burgess community, our focus is on students in need. So we provide blankets, shoes, clothes, and just about anything the community is willing to donate. We place an importance on community service, so we strive to give students who want or need community service opportunities the opportunity to get them. We hope to inspire them to find joy in serving others. So the idea for Bella's Bargains first came to us when we were sophomores in high school and we were tutoring it at a low-income middle school, and we realized that the students there didn't have basic necessities like 2 pairs of shoes or a jacket for the cold winter months. So we would raid our closets and give them the clothes that we had, and that's when we realized the problem wasn't just there, it was also within our own community at Burgess. But if I really think about it, the idea first came around when we were Girl Scouts, and as children we would spend our weekends volunteering with a bunch of community service organizations. And we've always had a love of community service instilled within our hearts, and that's why we came up with Bella's Bargains, because we want the students of Burgess to also love helping other people. In order to make our dreams a reality, we wrote a proposal and we took it to the Burgess administration, and unfortunately, it wasn't gaining much ground, so we decided to enlist the help of one of our favorite teachers, Mrs. Jury, and we had bonded with her over our shared love of community service. So when we went to her, she was really excited to jump on board, and she got it streamlined, and we were given a room in the old custodial quarters at the back of Burgess High School, and we went in there, we gave it a new fresh coat of paint, vacuumed the carpets, and brought in all the racks and the clothes to inventory, and Bella's Bargains was open for business. So we had a ribbon cutting ceremony about a month ago, so basically Bella's Bargains has been open for about a month. And we're a club, so it's an organization at the school, and the reason we made it like this is so that way Bella's Bargains can survive throughout the years after we leave. We have a freshman sister, so she's going to take over it when we leave. And we have all underclassmen officers, so that way they can get the whole Burgess population to be involved. And the way we take payments is that everything is $5 and under, with specialty items such as prom dresses being $10. But on Thursdays, everything is free, and the reason for that is because it eliminates the problem that comes with low-income students. So that way they can come in on Thursdays and there's no judgment. They can just get whatever they need for free, and that's the reason for it. And then some important things to note about Bella's Bargains is that if at any time a student comes in and they can't afford to buy whatever they need, we will give it to them regardless of what day it is, and that all proceeds that we make go back into the store to buy prepackaged underwear, socks, feminine products, and other items like that. And then for the future, Bella's Bargains, we hope to open up a Bella's Bargains at almost every EPISD school, so that any student doesn't want to have or need anything or feel inferior while they're going to school.
Wow.
Bella's Bargains is located at 7800 Edgewood Boulevard, which is Burgess High School. And if you want to donate to us, you can drop off your bags anytime during the school day at the front of the school. But if you want to see where your donations are going into, so if you want to see the actual store, you can stop by on Tuesdays or Thursdays from 3 to 5 p.m. and then you have to sign in, and then we can walk you through the back of the store. And that's our website and our Twitter and Instagram accounts. Go on to follow us and see the latest news about Bella's Bargains. And then any questions, I guess?
I'm just going to mention that about, 4 or 5 years ago, a Mexican company, Estrenon, they won the Mass Challenge Global Competition in Boston with something similar to this. They got the first prize out of a global competition, 125 startups. So I would encourage you to look at other business models or initiatives that are doing this kind of work right now, because it clearly has had traction.
I missed the part. Y'all are all siblings?
Yeah, that's 3.
Okay. I missed that.
Who's your mom?
They're identical twins, that's why it's Bella's.
Oh.
So what's been your biggest challenge?
Yes.
Is getting the students, low-income students, to feel comfortable going into the store, making it
marketed as like a judgment-free zone, but once that was done, we can.
So what kind of traffic are you getting through the school?
So we wish that we had more traffic, but still it's just a matter of getting it out there. But we do get a lot of people coming in, and it's mostly people who are just happy because the clothes are like good quality. Like we have this kid come in and he takes our hats. Like for some reason, he just I don't know what he does with them, but he takes the hats. So people do come in and take stuff. So it's very
Yeah, the community, sorry.
How long have you been doing this?
It's been open for a month now, but we started at the beginning, like creating it and doing everything at the beginning of our school year.
Are you able to communicate with the whole student body there that you have certain things and all that through social media? Or?
Yeah, so our social media is actually doing pretty well. Like we get like 10 retweets, which is a lot because I don't even get 10 retweets on like my account. So, but we do get to the whole student body because we go through like we do the announcements and we try to put posters up. We send our officers into classes and then they like talk to the classes.
Are you targeting a university, maybe, like fraternities, organizations, and youth, or I don't know, like businesses, outlets?
No, so like right now we're only open to the Burgess population because I mean it's like a safety issue and stuff like that.
Are you looking for some type of particular garment at this time of year?
So it's prom season, so we're actually asking for prom dresses and tuxedos because we're trying to sell them or give them away free to the students who don't want to spend $200 on a prom dress.
So you mentioned your biggest challenge has been to get the low-income students to feel a little bit more comfortable without the stigma. What have been some of the strategies, or how have you guys overcome some of that?
Well, Thursdays that we call it, so they can come in on Thursday and everybody gets free stuff. So kind of like eliminates like them coming in. Why are you giving stuff free? Because everybody's giving stuff free. So that's the main thing that we've done.
And then we also have like Miss Jury, she'll bring her class in during 5th period, so that means all the students are like forced to go in there, and then they like buy stuff, and then they actually take it, like we'll take like 10 items, you know?
Where's the source of most of your donations?
Where we get most of the donations from? The community. It started off with a couple family friends, and then once we got the word out, it's just been like a surplus of donations coming in. It's really great.
So, have you tried asking for donations to other businesses?
No, but we actually, that would be good.
So the reason why I'm asking is because my wife owns a dress rental business, and for prom, for example, we're giving away prom dress, makeup, and everything, just for kids telling us what they want to do after they graduate. And I'm pretty sure that we would be willing to, support maybe a free rental or something like that. So, and there's other places that are willing to do those types of things. So you might want to start reaching out, because I'm pretty sure that you would get a lot of support.
Thank you.
Are you all 501c? Nonprofit?
Oh no, we're not technically nonprofit yet, but we're actually working, trying to do that.
That's really important.
Just a comment, the University of Texas, El Paso, UTEP, they do have a homeless, a lot of active homeless students. I don't know if that might be something you might want to look into as partnering with that department or that community.
Just a suggestion, if you are working on a 501c, we're going to have attorneys next month.
Any other questions? Going once? Going twice? So as always, I think you've already touched on it, but again, what can we as a community do to help you even more?
You can help us get the word out, and if you have any clothes that you don't wear anymore, donate it to the store, because I'm sure the students at Burgess High School really enjoy a new pair of shoes or a shirt.
And then we also, if you guys have any extra hangers, we'd like hangers, because we have a lot of donations, we don't have enough hangers to hang them up. And we need racks. So, yeah.
All right. And in case y'all didn't catch that, they were at Burgess High School. Just saying. Burgess High School, just in case you didn't catch that.
Yes.
Isn't it exciting to see kids doing this? Isn't it exciting to see our future? I'm amazed by what y'all are doing. It's great. We also need speakers, so if any of you all that are business owners or even wanting to present your product or service, please talk to either of us organizers, or also you can go also to 1millioncups.org/El Paso to be a presenter. Okay. What else? That's it. Tell your friends about 1 million cups. This is a really good turnout.
Yes, we do have a little bit of extra time, so now if anybody in the community wants to announce an event that you are working with or know of, we have some time, so please do it. Anybody? Sandra?
Yes, good morning. UTEP is holding a Centennial Series. On Monday, the CEO of Microsoft will be presenting at 5 in the Undergraduate Learning Center, and it's a free event. Check it out.
Good morning, everybody. I have a morning event tomorrow called Breakfast with Friends. We're going to have a really good turnout. We're going to have the director of the El Paso Airport as our guest speaker. We meet from 8:30 to 10 a.m. at Carnitas Querétaro by the fountains. Hope you can join us. Thank you.
Any other? Oh, yes, Mr. Crawford.
Good morning. The El Paso Hispanic Chamber is holding their monthly networking breakfast called Café Pan Dulce. It's going to be held at Isleta at the Tigua reservation, so 7:30 a.m. to 9. Hope to see you there.
I'm going to be co-hosting an event next Saturday, May 24th, called Combating Everyday Stress, where I'm going to be looking at what the genetic and physiological impact is of work stress and what can be done with my co-host from Young Living using essential oils. And that's going to be at the Light Restaurant reservations, where an RSVP is required.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sandy Moody, and I'm from CASA, the Court-Appointed Special Advocates. And we're always looking for good qualified volunteers to assist with our kiddos that are in foster care right here in the county. And we're also having our annual fundraising event on April 19th at 150 Sunset. We have a speaker, we have silent auction, live auction, great food. Check out our website at www.casavelpaso.org. Thank you.
Any other? Yes, Karen.
Next March the 20th, it's going to be our next meeting for Score Latina. That's an event that we have every month, and there's free parking at the convention center, so all of you are invited.
Any others? Yes, ma'am.
If you're from Latinitas, we're going to have our conference on April 21st, the Start of Chica conference. We're actually partnering up with the Hub, and it's for girls ages 11 to 17 to start a product in teens and then work with the Hub afterwards to make it a reality. So if you have any or you want to sign up, follow us on social media and just let us know.
Okay, any others? Any others? Now, and again, as always, all these events, you can find a lot of them on startupdigest.com. And also, you can go to startupdigest.com, find El Paso, because there's lots of communities, and upload your events on there and also be kept aware of what else is happening. We don't have anything else?
That's it. We hope to see you all next week.